Good morning, everyone. I appreciate the opportunity to be with you today. The subject of my presentation is a strategic plan of boutique building Australia in the next 3 years. My presentation will last about 20 minutes, and I divide my presentation into the 8 parts. So I shall first talk about the purpose of the survey. And okay, let's start our presentation. So the purpose of the survey is to effectively communicate the organization strategy objective to the employee, because we already developed a strategy plan for the next 3 years and identify the key elements to the strategy plan. We allowed our employees to see the strategy, understand and measure the project that drives the strategy plan, so they can interact with the strategy action, reporting, and give us feedback. In the future, we might need to step back and change the strategy plan based on the feedback we're getting. Before we start talk about mission and value, I would like to tell you some background about our organization. Boutique Building Australia is a building company specializing in the design and building of a high-quality designer home for Sydney metropolitan and the surrounding area. Our company was established in 2013, and our mission is to be the best quality home builder in Australia. This drives everything we do, from the friendly greeting we give to customer at our display center, to our supply relationships, and to our employee professional development. I've divided our value into 5 parts. The first value is quality. Like I mentioned before, we want to be the best quality home in Australia. The next one is innovation. As a booming industry, we face many competitors, so I can see that innovation will be the key element to success for our company. The other core values are leadership and respect. A good leadership helps themselves and others do the right things. We all know that, and we will take time to understand and value each of our customers and respecting their choice. The last part is honesty and reliability. We will hold our responsibility with integrity toward our staff, our customer, our community, and the environment, and tell our employees, don't lie, don't cheat, be honesty. Let's move on to the strategy. Let's move on to strategic priority. At the first point, I will discuss 4 major strategies. The first one is key strategies. We want our company to be the well-led, high-performing, profitable, and accountable. I think this part is the most important, so I will spend more time on it. The well-led means the leadership, management, and the governance of the organization ensure that deliver a high-quality care of patients, supports learning and innovation, and promoting an open and fair culture. Ensure that financial operation, performance indicator, and results support the strategic policies. We will identify new markets and expand the existing resource of revenues. Our goal is to achieve the profit of at least 10% per annum. And the second strategic priority is make sure our company can build a high-quality residence in Australia, particularly in Sydney. We analyze the market. It shows in the next 3 years, the increased sales of home in Sydney house market will increase 10% per year. So in order to join the big market, we must establish a presence in Queensland and build at least 100 new homes in Brisbane and the Sunshine Coast during the period of strategic plan. Also, we should start research and plan for launch of a new irrigation, environmental friendly home in the future. The third priority is build a deep customer relationship. They say without your old customer or new customer, you wouldn't have any business. So it is worth to know how you strengthen and deepen the relationship between you and your customer. In order to maintain high customer reconnection rate and customer loyalty for a long time, in order to do so, we need to focus on customers and meeting their needs. I think one of the best way is that you can improve customer relationship by actually speaking to your customer during after the key moment over the phone or email. Also, as a company, we should strengthen our employees' work skill and innovations. Okay, this is the last priority, which is for employee. We want to create a customer-centered, high-performance workplace and culture in our company. At this point, we need to enhance the professional skill of employee and empower innovation and responsibilities to change. Especially keeping diversity of the team. For city like Sydney, it is a diversity place, and it is important for company to understand what the constitute workplace diversity. And the diversity is not only include how individuals identify themselves, but it is also how others perceive themselves. Okay, let's move on to the next part. In this part, I will discuss the 3-year operational objectives in our plan. If you look at this table, you will see the operational objective in the current year, which is 2020. In the June, we will employ at 3 permanent set staff at party. The key performance indicator will be set staff in place. In June, we will commenting recruiting for key position in Brisbane and the Sunshine Coast. In August, we should develop and implement a work-life balance program, and in commenting by the survey to increase the employee certification. In October, we will start the promotion in Brisbane and the Sunshine Coast market. Until the end of the month, we will set up a display center in Brisbane, and a position in Brisbane established. And in November, we will do the staff performance reviews, and all the staff performance reviews should be conducted in the end of the month. Okay, this graph gives you a breakdown of 2021. In January, we have to plan, develop, and implement a strategy of increase the number of women in the workplace. At this point, the number of female in the company should be increased at least 4 by mid of 2021. In March, we should finish the design of environmental friendly homes, and in May, we should build at least 4 environmental friendly homes by the end of 2021. Like the year before, in November, we will do the staff performance, and all the staff review should be conducted. It's like the same to year 2020. Okay, this is last year. In year 2022, we will in year 2024 in the February we might receive other potential markets, especially in developing country. They have more opportunity. In the September, our human resource department will analyze workforce diversity in our company, and the number of women in our workforce should be continually increased. And in the November 2020, it is still the same. We will do the staff performance review. Okay, in this part I will talk about the linkage between operational objective and the other elements. As you remember, we concerned about the operational objective. There are many ways to measure the best practice of a company. For example, before we build an environmental friendly house, we will get a top manager buy into the quality objective. This will ensure that we have enough resource applied and the objective has come together with other organization goals. This operational performance objective measures how reliability the company when it comes to the timely delivery of product to our customer, because time always a limit. However, there are some other conditions that will affect our objective. For example, value. Our company values are most important part. I can give you another example. Like we want to get up and go to job that make us happy. Somewhere we have connected with those around us and feel we are contributing or making a difference. So this is how the values work, especially in the workplace. They define who you are. They provide the competitive advantage. Also, they are valuable consignments for a company. The relationship between value and quality is simple. If all employment feel comfortable in their workplace, and they will achieve their objective with flexibility and reliability. So we have to always remember our company value and implement them. Okay, I'd like to move on to the standard of our company. For most of people, buy your own house is a great dream, and decide to buy property will probably be one of the most life-changing moments. They will do a lot of research about the standard. This is what I'm going to talk about now. We have to make sure our product and service will keep pace with the new technologies, standard, and the regular reviews by Standards Australia technical committees. As you can see, there's a table. From this, we can clearly understand how the responsibility person works. For example, the human resource or the human resource manager will hold the responsibility to recruitment of new staff. I will give you some. I know that time we have limited time, so I intend to keep this table for a few seconds. If you have any question, you can ask me. If you don't, we can move to the next topic. This table shows us the first year's key performance indicator from operational objective. Objectives can apply to an entire organization or can be individual activities. So in the year 2020, the first policy statement is developing and implementing work-life balance program. The objective is maintain a high level of system reliability. Key performance indicator requires the time of system is down during the regular work hour. It can be possible that system downtime is less than 5% during working hours. At the end of year 2020, we will do the staff performance review. It will be survey results, and hope we can finish at November. So in the year 2021, our policy statement is the design of environmental friendly homes. The objective to achieve the high level of service and user satisfaction. Key performance indicator requires there's no customer complain about that, and it should be designed completely and built at least 4 environmental friendly house by end of year 2020. No, by the year of end of 2021. There's a mistake, I'll fix that. In the last year, which is 2022, we will improve our customer service. It is targeted 95% of work requires completed before the deadline. On the other hand, we will analyze workforce diversity and launch a new policy. This policy will make a number of women in the workforce continually increase. The key target would be at least 3 women working in one department. So let's talk about the global environment market characters. Since the last few decades, the economic of all nations are slowly unite more and more. And now we have a global market and a global economic. Let us see how those changes affect our business. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic in the world, the construction industry is facing decline. Actually, many industries facing decline, and it might cause an economic crisis. And it shows that from the year 2016, which is a decline of 8.7%. But if we say in the long term, it is expected that the construction industry will grow from $7.2 trillion to over $12 trillion. In China, there's an ambitious project called the One Belt One Road Initiative. It shows the key area of construction growth in emerging countries will be infrastructure, such as transport, energy, school, hospital, and government advancing. Those projects are expected to increase by 130% in developing countries by 2020. In developing countries. So in other words, if we want to expanding our business in the future, the developing country would be the major target. They have a big market and more people. As a industry, as a construction industry, the Asian will be the big market. We cannot only focus on Sydney and Brisbane. Okay, let's talk about the new technology. This leads me to my next point, which is new technology regarding work activities. In my opinion, data communication like 5G will change our industry. The next generation of telecom network have started hitting the market by end of 2020 and will continue to expand worldwide. Beyond the speed improvement, 5G has expecting a huge impact on the construction industry. I can give you another example. 5G will unlock the ability to accept reliability information immediately with a very low latency. This will give the constructor set and this will give a huge benefit to our industry because the constructor set are complex and constantly changing environmental. So this will be a huge step forward if we can catch the opportunity of 5G. Also, this will improve our productivity, our employees save, and better data management. So that brings me to the end of my presentation. Please feel free if you have any question you can ask me. And thank you very much. I finished my presentation.